I am not blaming any police officer that is corrupt. I'm going to say it here. If they want, let them blame me or say whatsoever. I don't care. I don't care. The government is the one corrupting every system. And they all have the right to be corrupt. Let them be corrupt. I don't give a damn to it. I know I'm not going to be corrupt. But how can a police officer be working throughout the day and your salary is not well paid? When the person only rely on that $50 and that $100 to make sure you have a transport to go back home, to make sure you are able to buy a bag of rice, to make sure you are able to buy that after before reaching home. Yeah. Honestly, we really have to think about this.
It's very difficult.
We really have to think about this, and the government have to do something. Pay good salaries to the workers. Do not take them as slaves. That money you are keeping does not belong to you. Give it to the people it belongs to. Pay them well and see whether you will not be able to control the corruption. If you are paying me, let's say 10,000 or 15,000 or 30,000 per month, do you think somebody can corrupt me with dollars or $100?
Nobody can bribe you.
Please let's check this properly. The truth is always hard, but we have to think about it. We are all youngsters, but we have no hope for this country.
It's very bitter.
No hope for this country. My very self, I have been trying, people, ML try to go out, blah, blah. I said no. But currently, I am completely discouraged.
Yeah. It makes you discouraged.
The moment I have a visa, I am out of this country. I know people will be disappointed. But when I have a visa, I'm leaving this country.
Yeah. This is what is making
because there is no hope. Help the youngsters. Give them hope. Give them the reason why they should stay in their country.
Why they should stay.
Give them the reason why others will say, the family Gambia dara mu fa happen legi youth yange. Let them, you see people coming back.
Yeah.
In their countries, you will even see people leaving their countries to come and earn.
Back, yeah. That's very true.
But you, the only person on that seat, you want to enjoy everything and then you want to be using superiority against people. While you are not doing anything, the worker is not respected. The worker is not staying with his family. Let me just cut it there so we can continue with another agenda.
Those are good points. Those are good points that you pointed out there, Mudlamin.
Sure.
I would just have to add my voice to it for the fact that it's not just encouraging to see youths trying their best, contributing their quota and everything, and they are not being encouraged. Instead, what they have is a backlash, like to come and to be trying to discourage you from what you're doing. Because honestly, I call it discouragement.
It's discouragement.
Like you cannot just come into somebody's domain and trying to correct the person in the wrong way.
Honestly, that was wrong.
Two wrongs cannot make a right.
That was wrong. That's the reason.
Two wrongs cannot make a right. Yeah. Like if you have someone doing the wrong thing, there is a way to everything. You call the person at the side, try to rectify him or her, but not just doing it openly. Like it's like what he's doing is rubbish. Somebody that is sacrificing his time and
then everything.
And everything.
Yeah. I can give this example.
Yeah.
Just day before yesterday, I was with my two brothers. I can say workers that I already employed.
Okay.
I also have a production team that I am calling some people, and then we don't have we don't have materials, but the little thing we have, we are trying to manage with it.
Yes.
So they are working with me.
Okay.
We were around Tipagaras, and then there was this boy who stole one of our phones, and then after he stole it, we were trying to get the phone from him. He was saying, Suneke man ma sacha phone bi, the person was saying all sort of words. I told them, Bulenko Dor. People start bringing stones to beat him. I said, no, Bulenko Dor. Some people already beat him. Yeah. Then what I did is I took him to a private place. I keep asking this man. He refused.
He refused to talk.
Until we have to make sure that we allow other people to beat him. Then he was completely, then he said, okay, I will tell you where the phone is. When I asked him why, I posted that on TikTok. Yes. I don't care. Let them come from me. If they want, let them say I was the person who beat. I don't mind because I understand the state of the country. You get it? The ones that are right are jailed, and the ones that are wrong are working freely. Yeah. So when I asked this person, when I'm nyari dom, am jabar, dama buga dem luma jende seralak, and he told us that there is a place where the phone is. So we went to that place. I paid town trip.
Oh my God.
Twice. We couldn't locate the phone. And we took the person to the police. The person was telling me, take me to the police, take me to the police. When I took the person to the police officer was saying, and then the person was now laughing at me that I took him to the police.
Oh my God.
And that mobile phone, we cannot recover it.
You cannot.
I have to tell my worker, I don't know where I'm going to get the money, but I'm going to buy you a brand new mobile phone. You know?
Yeah.
So just to make sure this is at ease, let the people go back and then observe how the situation of others are. So that the country will move forward.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Some people are in a very critical situation.
Yeah.
Like things are there that prompts them to do things that
Sure.
you cannot even tell.
Honestly.
Yeah. That's why it's just sad. It's just sad the way how things are going. Like
it's
I'll
really...
just quote from my previous invited guest, Madam Bojang.
Yeah.
Yes, he pointed something out when I met her last week that some Gambians have been deported back to the country. I told her this. I told her, well, if it goes to a point whereby other countries say they don't need our people there, then one needs to look into our country.
Honestly.
Yeah. So if it goes to that point whereby other countries are deporting our youths, because just 2 days ago I know of a neighbor whose son was deported from Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a very sad day in that household. It's like they had a funeral. Yeah, the boy is there, he's acting crazy and all that on them. And there's nothing one can do. There's nothing one can do. And it's the sad reality that we're faced with. Like, the Gambia needs to look into retaining our youths. To stop them from leaving. Like you rightly said, when you see the visa on your table, you're leaving.
I'm going.
And
let me say
somebody
clearly.
else would say that. Somebody else would say the same thing.
Yeah, I'm still young. I want to go and then at least study something.
The world.
Yeah, I want to
go and look for greener pastures.
Honestly.
Because the Gambia is not promising to you.
Sure.
So there is always a reason that is pushing people out.
Yeah.
There is always a reason.
Sure.
Everybody that has taken up their bag, picked up a passport with a visa to go to the airport is prompted by a reason.
Honestly.
If everything was rosy in their home, in their house, in the country, they wouldn't do that.
Sure.
But things are not rosy. Things are not promising.
Lie.
They are not promising. Like you rightly say, a Gambian salary cannot buy you a house.
No.
A Gambian salary cannot buy you a car. A Gambian salary cannot buy you your necessities. Even the basic needs is a struggle.
Yeah.
Daily food is a struggle now for people.
Sure. It's a very big struggle.
The basic needs is the struggle, is the biggest struggle. So how about the luxuries? We are not even thinking about luxuries anymore. If the basic needs are giving us trouble to settle as a family, as a family.
Sure.
You're not only thinking about yourself, but you're thinking about your kids. You're thinking about your nieces. You're thinking about your nephews. You're thinking about your siblings. You're thinking about your mom and dad. Everybody has that at the back of their minds.
Honestly.
How to settle those people. Because if your mom and dad pays for you to go to school, your wish and your aim is to give back to them. No matter how small it is. My dad used to say, I did not take you to school for you to give me anything, but to be able to take care of yourself. But how about if you're going to take care of yourself now?
It's a very big problem.
What is the use of going to school? What?
Has no use.
Many people, no use.
In fact, I am seeing this. There will be time people will no more go to school.
That's it.
They only think about how to make money.
How to make money. And that's the generation that we are in. In fact, that's what we are in. I've seen this youth, this small boy. You cannot even call him a youth yet because he's not even up to 15. He's around 14,
sure,
13. He's a school-going age. I stopped him in the street and I asked him, why are you following these cars? You're supposed to be in school. This boy does not go to school. His mom complains to me all the time that this boy dodges away from school. All the time.
Sure.
So I met up with him and he was even trying to avoid me, but I told him, come. Why don't you go to school and you stop following these cars? He tells me, going to school has no use for me. I want to make money.
That's it.
That's what he told me. He says, I want to make money and try to settle things in my house. If I go to school, that money, before I have it, it is in the next 10 years. He told me that point blank. I was dumbfounded. I did not know what to tell him. And I went back to his mom to try to explain things to her, to make things easy with the boy. Because if you do it haphazardly, you're going to lose everything.
Honestly.
Yeah, because sending him out of the house for not going to school is not going to solve the problem. Because he was sent out of the house and he decided to go and start with the driver of the van that he's doing apprentice with.
You see?
And the driver hosted him.
Yeah. Why not?
Because he's helping him.
Sure.
It's like practically he's his employee. So if your employee comes to you for shelter, you shelter him.
Why not? You will shelter him.
So it's a problem. As you rightly said, there will come a time the kids will no longer be interested in schooling.
I'm seeing that.
What they will be interested in is making money.
I'm
how
seeing
to
it.
make money, how to make ends meet, because livelihood is getting more difficult by the day.
It's going to be a big problem for a student, for a youngster to wear uniform and then carry a bag to go to school, especially sitting for more than 4 hours or 5 hours. They will see it as a time wasting. Yeah, it's
They
going to
will
be a
see
time
that as a
wasting.
time waste. You're
Sure,
right. You're
sure.
right. When there are other means for you to have money,
Yeah,
that's a problem.
sure,
If we are faced with that, we have a big problem in our hands,
sure.
because the youths are our future.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, they are the future of the country. So if everybody is doing things laissez-faire attitudely, and then everybody is doing things as they wish, and then they don't follow the norms anymore, they don't care about the norms anymore, it's
Sure.
going to be a problem.
It's going to be a very big
A
problem.
very big problem.
Very, very big one.
So as you said, the
Now,
authorities need to look into that.
yeah,
They
honestly.
need to. And they need to also look into the lives of the art industry.
Yeah, I want to come to that.
Yes, the art industry.
That is the art.
Yeah.
Is also another big problem. You see,
Yeah.
all the areas that empowers youths
Youth have been neglected.
have been neglected, and then it's not helping.
Yeah.
Currently, everybody wants to be a musician, not because the country is helping, but because the people are coming out to buy their tickets.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do something that dealt with arts, not because the government has created a platform where they can go and get in something as a support, but because they believe it can give them something tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why not the government observe that area and also brings it? But then I have this also on that side. During this COVID-19, there were COVID funds being given to some people, especially the arts and culture, that I wouldn't mind to mention. What they did is, like, when they realized that the money was there, even the ones who registered couldn't have the money. They can even call a family member and tell you, come and register, claim that you are this artist so that you can have from this money. Not even the person is always paying his money. When I studied in a on particular, let's say we had an occasion and I faced the person that I think was among the people that I believe was not doing the right.
Yeah.
When I was talking, everybody was saying, hey, you are Degala. But after from there, I left. I went to pray.
Yeah.
Somebody told me what they all said behind me.
That
is sometimes you try to fight for everyone, and then later they try to switch to fight you.
Yeah.
Now, arts and culture.
In return, yeah.
Arts and culture. I think, if I can remember, it was Ahmad Bah who was still leading as the minister.
He was the minister, yeah.
Ahmad Bah is only interested in culture, not arts.
Okay.
All of his activities are running through the culture, hotels, and others. There's nothing that Ahmad Bah is doing that involves the arts strictly.
Okay.
So I believe it's high time. Let them look into that portion to bring in somebody who works in the art field strictly and give the person the role to lead. Let them separate it. Let him take care of the culture. That is his interest.
Yeah.
That is his area. That's what he knows. Somebody else who knows the arts very well also to take care of art. At least when somebody is taking care of what you know, you will have sympathy because you know how people feel in that area.
Yeah.
So my advice is, let the government try to see our best to separate these two bodies.
Okay.
At least it will help.
Yeah. That will be a solution. You're right.
Yeah, it's a solution, honestly, if they observe it well.
For the fact that it's arts and culture, if the people in authority rather, I would say, are so much focused into the culture aspect, then the art tends to be neglected.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what you're saying.
Culture and
the culture part is being empowered and all that.
Yeah.
But the art side is being ignored.
Yeah, completely ignored.
Nothing is coming in or going out.
It's completely ignored.
And that will make the art die down. Because the art needs to be revived. The art also is a big tourist attraction.
Yeah.
It's a big tourist attraction.
Because the art is using art using culture.
Yeah.
To make sure it is being portrayed.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to visit the country, can go through the movies or acting whatsoever, they will see the culture through that. So let them try to see how best to help people with that.
You're right.
Yeah, honestly.
So the art is also very important.
Sure.
It's very important. That
very important.
To their lives, especially the artists, performing and visual artists. and then they try to see how to empower them too, to make things bigger.
Sure.
So we have very good artists here.
Yeah.
We have performing artists that are very good, and we have also visual artists that are very good.
Sure.
Because I know of painters that are very excellent in what they do.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, I know of photographers that are very excellent in what they do.
Oh yes.
There are
Honestly.
other sculptors and the like that are very excellent in whatever little thing they do. So
Sure.
they need that empowerment at least to also make ends meet for their families.
I will just add this.
Yeah.
You mentioned photographers, and you also mentioned painters.
Painters, yeah.
Let me just go into this. There is this youngster, or just say IG.
Yeah.
Her name is IG Studio. Sorry, IG.
Okay.
And then she did this photographing. If you go to my house right now, you see a very big portrait made by her.
Okay.
When she was trying to do,
one that was hung at Alliance.
yes.
Okay.
But then she's not having any support.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
the problem.
Personal people might support her, but she's not having anybody
support,
to empower her.
Yeah, she needs that.
She's doing well. That girl can even be representing the country. Very good one.
Very good.
She made more than 20 of them, all from her own pocket and the people that are supporting her.
Oh my God.
I think the government have to try to be going surprisingly to check on the youths what they are doing. That is going to attract others to come in.
Yeah.
No, that's
the
crazy.
problem. The problem here is it just clicks my mind that here, if you're connected, you do things right.
Yes.
If you're not connected, you suffer on your own.
You suffer.
That's the problem with this country.
I said it. That's it. So
if you don't know people that are top there at the top brass, you struggle like me and you here.
Even when supports are in.
Yes.
If you go for, they will say, let's be the face. The ones we are supporting now, it's finished. When you don't have a family member who could help you, or for us boys,
you have to know someone.
People are not interested on us.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. But then realizing that if you are beautiful, somebody else might see you and say, "Danga bukan di Mali, no problem. Give us my number." And if you don't do what they want you to do, they will not give the support.
Yes,
that's it.
That is a point that I can stand on strongly to reaffirm that that's something that is killing the spirit of many people.
I know.
You go into a job, and as a lady, somebody will want to take advantage of you as a result of
before supporting you
for that job.
If
you don't agree to what they wish, that's it. You don't have the job.
No,
you don't have the job. That's the problem with the Gambia.
It's happening.
It's very rampant here.
Yeah.
So you have to dance to their tunes for you to be given the job. And it's not everybody that will dance to their tunes.
No.
So some people have their dignities to safeguard.
And then I will say this: those that are dancing to their tunes will not be even later serious. They will not be even serious. No matter how good the person was, the person will not be serious anymore.
Yeah.
If you receive something because somebody is sorry, or because you have done something, you will not have blessing on that thing you are doing.
Yeah, you are right.
No, you will not have it.
It wouldn't be blessed.
Yeah, I'm getting.
So at the end of the day, you are just there. And there will be no impact. There will be no impact. So it's sad. It's sad.
Really sad. It's really sad.
We have a whole lot of things to settle here. But then.
Country is crazy.
Life goes on. We just try.
We just keep trying.
Yeah, we try and keep our heads high. Like it's not everybody that they can corrupt, as you rightly said.
Yeah.
They cannot corrupt everybody. No matter how hard things are, some people are there that has their dignities to safeguard. Some people are there that do not take any nonsense from anybody. So,
honestly.
And then God will help us do things as we plan.
Sure.
Inshallah.
Sure.